Hi, I am going to be doing a Mask Monday. I'm going to be using the Creme Shop Hello Kitty. It says Ready to Glow Printed Essence Sheet Mask. I believe I got these at TJ Maxx. Um, so I'm going to be putting it on. Hold on. Okay, looks like this. I love these masks. They feel so refreshing. So, I wanted to come out here and say why I had not been doing Mask Monday. Um, it's not that I didn't want to do them. I love doing Mask Monday and all that. It was just I don't even know how to go about to explain it. Because I noticed when I was doing the Mask Mondays, I was doing the positive quotes. Now, the I had stopped it altogether. For one, when I was doing the positive quotes, I didn't feel like I was doing the quotes myself. Like when I was reading them and saying them, I felt like I wasn't feeling positive. I felt like if I'm reading something like that, I should be following it too and be thinking positive. And that's the whole reason why I ended up stopping the positive quotes and the Mask Monday. I just felt like I needed to take some time, like off from them, to get myself situated of thinking positive, because I'm going to say right now, I struggle with thinking positive, like thinking just positive things. I struggle with that. I gonna just be out there. I always have negative, and I'm always thinking the worst. And I thought it wasn't right for me to be reading those quotes knowing that I was thinking negative. I just didn't feel it was right. And I guess with the Mask Monday, I kind of wanted to put them like have them like when I do a Mask Monday and then the positive quote. I wanted them like to be like always like together like that. I mean, not like I don't know how to explain it, but like I did a Mask Monday, and then afterwards, after all that, then I would do a positive quote, and I just didn't think it was right for me to be doing stuff like that when I wasn't feeling that way. I do struggle. Um, I do struggle with that. Um, Instead of thinking, positive stuff, I I always have that in my head where it's negative. Like I can't always think like on the positive side. Like, oh, this is going to happen good. It's like I'm always thinking I don't know. It's hard to explain, I guess. But I just didn't want that. I wanted to be able to read anything I wrote down positive and have that, to come out saying that, I am a positive person. But, I know a lot of people struggle with that. I mean, um I try to. I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm always negative. Well, I guess, yeah, I guess at the point that is I'm always negative. Um but I really try my hardest to think positive stuff. Um and last night um I was on my phone and hey, I thought, you know what? Um I was reading up with a lot of things where they say um it was stuff like about your brain, and they say that your brain's always powerful. It's always a powerful thing. It can Your brain is so powerful, let's put it this way. It can make you believe that you are sick. You have something wrong with you. That's how powerful your brain is. And that's what I was reading up on. And it's I don't know, I just got a change. I thought I'm always negative. I never see anything positive. I never see anything positive. It's always negative, especially with me. Instead of saying, I did a good job, I did this. Instead, I guess for me, it's easy to think negative, and that's bad. And last night, when I was reading all that stuff, I was reading also about how to train your brain to think positive and to feel positive. And I'm doing this little little steps at a time to change my mindset, to change it to positive. It's going to be hard because when a person has their mind set on negative all the time, it is hard to change over to positive because there's going to be times when you're thinking positive and that negativity is going to come in and go, oh, no, you're not. So for me, it's going to be just little steps at a time. I'm not all of a sudden going to wake up and go, oh, I'm a positive person. It doesn't work that way. I wish it did. um, it'd be nice, but I got to take little steps at a time. And that was the whole reason why I kind of stopped doing Mask Monday. And the quotes, to me, I just didn't think it was fair to read all this and not think positive about myself. I just didn't find that right. And and like I said, I'm gonna take little steps at a time, tiny little steps at a time to get there. And I know I can. I know it's gonna be tough. Um, there's gonna be times where I think negative things and I can't. I gotta put that positive stuff in. I mean, I understand a person can't always be positive 24/7. There's no way. I mean, there's things that are going to get a person down and not, but I'm starting to see if there's something negative, turn it to positive. And I'm learning that. It's going to take me a while to learn it because right away, once I hit that negative, it's like it stays there. I can't turn it to positive. That's why I like journaling. I like writing my thoughts down, how I feel. And even if it's negative, I'll write it down. And maybe I thought if I write that negative down, maybe I could see it and start saying, write it all down and then start looking at it and saying, I wrote it all down, everything that I thought negative. Now try to turn that to positive. How can I turn that to a positive? And I'm, like I said, I'm doing little steps at a time. Um, little steps at a time. But I know I can get there eventually. I know I can. It'd be so nice to just, say one day, I'm doing good. I got this. I got, instead of putting myself down saying, oh, I'm no good at this. No, person can't live negative because it just, I started noticing it brings a lot of stuff. I don't know. It thinking negative and all that. I noticed about that too that I read. Sometimes it can ruin your health because you're always negative and it brings down that. I've read about it. I don't know if it's true or not, but people that are negative are never happy. They're always being negative. What are you going to get in life? You're not going to get nothing, really. To always say, "Oh, well, this," and another thing that I'm working on, really, I'm trying to work on it, little steps, is comparing. Um, I've always had problems with that. Looking at people on Instagram, Facebook, comparing myself, saying, gee, I wish I had what they had. Why can't I have that? I have a big problem with that. And I'm working on that too. It it's hard to work on that. But I'm starting to be happy with what I have because I wasn't. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't happy with what I have. What I wasn't happy. I was always looking on Instagram saying, "Gee, why does this person have more than me? Why does?" And it's and I still struggle with that. I still do. But I got to realize that I need to be happy with what I have and be blessed what I have. I and it's something that I struggle with all the time. That's why sometimes I'll stay off of Instagram for a while just to help me. I won't look at it. Um, I just won't. Or sometimes on YouTube, I'll see I won't. I'll listen to music instead just to stay away for a little bit. Or um, Facebook doesn't really bother me too much, but Instagram, yeah, there's times that I need to just stay away for a while and not look at it at all to get my mind, um, that's why I think I don't post too much on Instagram because it just bothers me a lot and all that. But yeah, that's I just wanted to come out and say why, what, everything, why I stopped doing these Mask Mondays and the positive quotes. I just wanted to come out here and be honest with you guys and just say what was going on and all that, but I will be right back. I'm going to go take this off and I'll be back. Oh man, they feel so refreshing. I forgot how nice it was to be able to do a mask Monday. I forgot how nice it is to do them. But just so nice. But I am going to go like, comment, subscribe, and happy Mask Monday.